Hello, hello. I'm making something I've done a video on before, but I'm making lunch. I'm hungry, so I figured why don't I show you real time what I do here to make this fantastic meal. This is courtesy of Christy from Christy's Cooking Channel. I got the idea from her, so please give her YouTube page a visit. Okay, well, I really wanted one, but unfortunately my Ziploc bag will not hold 5 sausages. So I'm going to be forced to make and eat 2, which is terrible, terrible, terrible. Also, I have ready toothpicks soaking in water because that will be there to hold everything together. And I got my clean air fryer basket ready to go. And I am going to put this in here because I've made this a couple of times and I find that getting these off the base helps the bacon cook more evenly and better and faster. And who doesn't like better and faster bacon, right? Right. So, let's open up this package. I'm going to place 2 of these in the air fryer. There you go, right there. Let me put the rest of the sausages away first. Now, I've done the sausages, as mentioned, a couple different ways, and let me explain that a little bit. The first time I had done the sausages, I just cooked them as they were, and then halfway through I wrapped bacon in them, and then I put in a sub roll, and I put, I think it was provolone cheese in the sub roll. However, the second time around I didn't have provolone cheese, so I had to figure out a way to get around some of the issues, and this is what I'm going to do today, and show you what I do. Okay, let's get this in the air fryer. Janet, how are you? Lovely to see you again. Start this up, and I'm going to start this at about 7 minutes. Let me think, temperature-wise, I'm trying to think to myself. I think I was doing 380. We'll do 370, and I'll do that for 7 minutes. And start that out. I'm just going to wash my hands. Now, on a messy scale, I should start the scales. Like, on the messy scale from 1 to 5, this ends up being a 3 because you're taking out the sausage half cooked, wrapping it in bacon. Maybe we'll make it a messy scale 4. On the yummy scale, it's bacon. It's 5. But we're going to start getting some things ready here. Chris the Butcher, welcome. So I started it before yours this time. Glad you can join. Gonna get my rolls ready. These are from BJ's. Picked them up a couple of nights before. And I found Tony. Welcome. I don't believe I have seen you on a chat, or I don't believe you have said anything on a chat window before. So welcome if this is your first time. Or returning, either way, welcome. So, one thing about the sausages, oh, look at these 2 uneven size rolls, is a hot dog roll is too small and these are too large. So what I like to do is right away just cut the ends off. I love bread, but you know, I need to be able to fit lots of sausage and bacon in my belly. So let's just cut those open a little bit. And I'm just getting these ready for the Breville to use as my toaster oven. As I always say, the Breville is the world's most expensive toaster oven. I haven't said anything, but I've watched. Great, thank you. Hopefully I didn't cut too much bread off the end there, but that's okay. I think one time I actually took out some of the innards too, so that I could fit it okay. So let me pull out some of the innards of this bread. Otherwise I won't be able to close the bun, it'll tear apart and yada yada yada. And it's an early lunch for me. Yeah, exactly, right, Chris? And since I'm starving, this works out well because now I have some bread I could just munch. And I am gonna stick these right now in the Breville just to get them ready, and I'll start cooking these when we're halfway through the cooking process for the sausage. Yummy, yummy. All right, let's push that aside. Now, Chris, you're just joining me, and I don't know if you've seen one of these videos from me before, but I used to just cook the sausage halfway, wrap it in bacon, and then put it in a sub roll like provolone cheese sliced. But I don't have provolone cheese, so what I'm going to do is cut several chunks of this extra sharp cheddar, and halfway through the cooking process, and this is where I might get some flack, is I cut the sausage in half and I stick these in the sausage and then wrap it with bacon and burn my fingers doing so. So this just happens to be the perfect size, just the way his nature intended, to go inside that sausage. And I think I need 3 pieces per, to be honest with you. Yeah, boy. Hey, Jack, how are you? Jack, I have not forgotten about your dish. I was going to do them last night, then got tied up. I would like to do it tonight, but it depends. It's the last day of school here in this great city, and let's see, now I need a piece of cheese to eat, because that tastes good. Okay, maybe a second piece. So we may go out to eat. I haven't verified that yet. Sort of a little, hey, going to the next grade, yay. All right, put this cheese away. One thing I forgot to do, after the first time cooking, I like to take the bacon out early, because as it comes to room temperature, it's easier to stretch around the sausage. I won't ask. Maybe I'll ask you later. As mentioned, on a yummy scale from 1 to 5, it's got bacon, so it's a 5. You know, that goes without saying. However, oh, look at that. That's 4 pieces right there, I believe. Is it? 1, 2, 3, 4. And on a messiness scale, it gets pretty messy. Look how thick this is. That's got to be 2 pieces. There's no way that's 1 piece. Yeah, that's a shame. That would have been an awesome thick piece of bacon. But on a messiness scale, this gets pretty messy. Is this where you bring up your alter ego on Facebook, Jack? You know, I really wish I liked peppers and onions. I like them a little better now than I used to, but this would be awesome, like making these and then stuffing them in with peppers and onions. I could see a lot of you drooling right now, just the thought of that. But just peppers and onions really never appealed a lot to me, and that's why I'm not going to do it. Is there 2 pieces here too? No, it's just some of these are really thick. Thick is good. I will be. All right, I don't know what your alter ego is, but maybe I'll see you there. If I was a kid in school and I was making this, I'd be banned from cooking. I should tell you that much. Mr. Dan Miza. Good afternoon. Yeah, I'm taking an early lunch today. I worked many hours the past 2 weekends, getting up at 2:30 in the morning, and I'm just taking a extended afternoon break right now. So that's what I got here. Okay, that's 7 minutes. Boy, that was quick. You see those sausages right there? So this is where it gets hot and tough to handle. So let's take out the sausage, and I'm hoping you get a good view of that. I want to get the camera as close as possible without you losing anything. Gotta retighten this thing here. I'll do one at a time. Let me get that knife. I know it's here somewhere. Where is that knife? I know I cut the cheese with it. There it is. Now you got to be careful. I've done this before, and that thing will come spraying out at you. See that? That's the messy part. Again, this is the controversial. You're never supposed to poke a sausage while you're cooking it. You can obviously tell it's not done cooking. See that right there? But that's okay. Now we're going to stick 3 pieces of cheddar in there. Thick pieces of cheddar. Yeah. That's what I'm talking about. Now, this is the hard part because this is hot and I got to wrap this in. Crystal, welcome. Glad you're here. Everyone, this is Crystal from My Gadget Kitchen. She has every kitchen gadget imaginable. Be sure to visit her page. All right, let me stop grabbing toothpicks again. I'm wetting the toothpicks so that something bad doesn't happen when I start to cook these. And need that second piece of bacon. And poke that through. Get out of that drive-through, yeah. Well, you have a fan here, Chris. Oh. Yeah, I just about finished up watching her video, and it says, I forget your exact words, Crystal, but it was, this is not for the, I'm gonna screw it up. I'll let them watch your video. Be sure to subscribe to her as well while you're all here. Yeah. Like I said, this is only halfway cooked, so it's not going to look as appealing. But trust me, when I'm done, you are going to be happy. That's right, Jackie made me smile. Summertime. Fine, disclaimer, yes. That was hysterical. I've never heard that before, so it was extra funny. Probably after the 10th time it won't be as funny, but right now, it's on my funny list. All right. Get another toothpick here. This bacon is extra thick. I'm hoping it cooks up in the time it's supposed to. Crystal is one of the first, I want to say 3 or 4, along with Christy from my Christy's cooking channel, and there was one other one escaping me right now, but that's where I got many of my ideas from. This idea, as mentioned, was from Christy's cooking channel, but I have no problem stealing someone's yummy idea when I see it. All right, I think I might need to poke a couple more toothpicks. I have it. I'll just stick it anywhere, right? So the cheese has a habit of running out of this, and that's one thing I haven't been able to contain. So I think I'm going to try to like cook it in such a way that it's facing straight up at the end so the cheese doesn't ooze out. It's kind of unavoidable. That's why I'm putting big arse chunks of cheese. So let me set these in. I actually, last time I made them, I put the skewers right through them. That way, let's see. 1, 2, 3. I'm missing one. Where do I put this one? Something's falling apart here, so I have to kind of stick it in. There we go. I forgot what I was saying. Now, something about making a mess. See? Messy. So on a messy scale from 1 to 5 or 4. Crystal, I'm trying not to mess up more dishes than I have to. I just want you to know. All right, so those are there right now. I'm going to tell you though, in a little while, they'll be unrecognizable, but in a good way. So, let's see, 370. I'm going to check it in about 5 minutes because I do have to flip it. But the bacon, historically, has only taken about 7 minutes wrapped this way. Maybe try freezing the cheese first. So this is the most fun. You know, that is a great idea, Jack. I'm sad that I haven't thought of that first, but I have done that when I'm cutting cheese for putting out a cheese platter, is I freeze a little bit because it's a little easier with the knife, but that's actually an excellent idea. Oh. It's not a cracker, I got some lids, but the ends. So, I've been working on a couple of videos. Oh, before I forget, I posted a video yesterday. I have a little giveaway. I hit the 1,000 subscriber mark a couple of weeks ago. Mini crock pot and a dash cam. Yes, I know they're two very different things, but this page wasn't always highly rooted in food to begin with. So just pop over to yesterday's video, read the rules, yada yada. So if you want to win, attempt to win one, go right ahead. We're going to do the drawing now in 29 days, I believe. I have a 1080 camera for my computer, USB camera. Quality doesn't seem good even though it's 1080. So Logitech had a sale and I couldn't tell the difference between the two 4K cameras, so I bought one of them, and now I'm seeing some of the differences. One has a much longer cord, which I probably could have used, and the stand's a little different, but the price was good. So I'll be able to do some of my other stuff, and maybe if I do a laptop in the kitchen, a couple of different views, one at the food, one on me, although it really doesn't need to be on me, but I think it's about time to step it up just a little bit. Most impressive Darth Vader voice. Okay, since you brought that up, I was thinking about this today. Who has or has not seen Spaceballs? One of the greatest movies. Friends of ours, when we would go away during the summer, we'd bring a VCR, that tape, and we would connect it to whatever home that we rented out for the week. And that was always a great movie to watch. Yeah, I think I bought the 25th anniversary. It's unfortunate that they had talked recently, maybe a year or two ago, of it was in the works to create the second one. Because in the first movie they hinted towards it, but you know, John Candy is no longer with us, and some of the other actors haven't aged as well, so maybe it'll be their kids' adventure. I don't know. Pullman and Daphne something or other. I forget her last name, but. And Mel Brooks. I would love to see another one, as long as it's good. I don't want it to be a movie that they come out with part 2 and it's just like awful, awful. We ain't found beep. I guess I should move my tablet off the air fryer. It doesn't get hot up there, but it just restricts the incoming air. Yeah, that's a great scene, isn't it? I am going to start the Breville to toast the sub rolls that are in there. Oops. I will use the, I guess the bagel setting. Probably doesn't matter much. One more minute and we'll take a look. But that bacon will need a little longer. The sausage will be nice and cooked. It's going to be good. I want to make sure I didn't miss anyone. It's weird. I'm supposed to be able to assign a moderator of some sort. I cannot. So I don't know if that's because I can schedule this in advance. When I try to schedule in advance, it craps out. Or if it's because I'm not, you know, monetized or something. Maybe he may know that. I did not. I watched, obviously, I've seen the first 3, which are now 4, 5, and 6, and I saw the second set of 3, which is now 1, 2, 3. I have not seen any of the new ones. Yes, that is true. So true. I don't go to the movies. We have a Eden movie theater here, and we used to have some nice chairs to sit in, and no kids, and you could get food and alcohol and eat it where you were. Well, they changed it. Now you can eat in all of them. But the nachos went to like Cheese Whiz and stuff like that. It's like they really ruined it, to be honest, the whole experience. No, it's Cinema 14 or something. Or now it's now 16. So there's it is right there. And I am going to now turn it just a little bit. It still has plenty of ways to go. As you can see, the cheese is oozing out, and I know I'm going to lose a lot of it, unfortunately. That's terrible. Jack, I will have to take your advice for the next set. And we'll pop these back in. You know what? Let me center this tray a little bit. There we go. I am actually going to turn up the heat to 400 to help that bacon along. Because who doesn't like crisp bacon? Don't answer that. Darn. Chunky's. I think I've been to Chunky's, and there was one other one. Cinema 2 Pub, I think it was called, maybe. But they had chairs out of Lincolns and Cadillacs. Seats, I should say, not chairs. And really small screen, but it was a good fun environment. You know, the Framingham 14 here, they just had that one studio. Your tickets weren't that much more, but it included, they had a little bar and some chairs, and it included, I want to say, a soda and a popcorn. And then you could bring your food into the theater if you wanted, and you know, you could get alcohol as well. So we would go there, sit at the bar, have dinner, and then we would go and see the movie. And they have intermission halfway through, which is great. And you could buy a sign, you know, you could sign up for certain seats. Although they don't know the difference when we assign them. It's like facing the screen. I want the seat this, and they would always do it from the opposite side and put you somewhere. I don't know. That's my rant for now. I gotta head out and enjoy it. Yeah. Thank you, Crystal, again, everyone. Make sure you check out Crystal's YouTube page and subscribe. Did I miss anybody? Jack, Dan, Chunky's, okay. I think I've got everybody, Tony, and Janet. Yeah, I think I spoke to everybody here. It says we have 9 people on, but I think I account for one of those because I have a second session going. We got 8 people on. Sorry, MS. That Breville throws out a lot of heat. But those rolls will be ready shortly. Yeah. So we'll be able to get those going. Let's stick this over here for now. I think those rolls are good enough. And they kind of broke open a little bit. Oh yeah, and then Chris was on here as well. So we have these rolls right here. You can see nice and toasted up. I think one of them I cut a little short. That's okay. Gotcha. So we did 7 minutes, stuffed and wrapped, 5 minutes, turned it a little bit. We got 3 more minutes. I'm just going to take a little peek. It's getting there, but I definitely want it to cook longer. As you can see, one looks more cooked than the other. So, oh, that one's opening up, probably because I moved the toothpick I shouldn't have. Turn it on its that side now. There we go. As you can see, cheese is dripping everywhere. Good thing I had put some cheese on there separately, or I ate some cheese separately. Okay, so let's add another few minutes to that. We'll check it again. How was everybody's weekend? I work, and my time clock has been screwed up in my head, and I've been having a hard time sleeping and resting, but I've taken the afternoon off, so there's no better way to take an afternoon off than to do something to entertain. Right. Let's see if there's any notifications I should be aware of. Get my beverage filled up here. 1 second. My sin for the day, I do not drink coffee, if you didn't know that yet. So again, I showed you the rolls. The hot dog rolls are a little too small, and the sandwich rolls were a little too big, so I always cut a little bit off. So that's the iteration I'm going on now. I'm going to take a quick look at this again. Starting to look better. Let me see if I can find it uncooked side and get that towards the top. Yes, upside down, unfortunately. That means we're going to lose a little more cheese. Hopefully it'll contain enough to make me happy. Let it go another 3 minutes. So I think the sausages usually, depending, because I cook them different all the time, just the sausages are like 12 to 17 minutes. These I just took out of the freezer last night. That could explain some of it. What else? So we did the 7, the 5, and another 5, so that's 17 minutes. I think I added a couple more minutes in there if I'm not mistaken. I promise now that I hit 1,000 users, I will never sell out. Have a Coke and a smile. Little humor. So this is going to be ready in about 2 minutes. I'm wondering if I should cut it open just to show you the inside. I'm really going to pull my DSLR out of the closet to take these pictures, because now that I'm using my phone for the lives, I don't have a phone to take pictures, and I need something better than my work phone. This is an iPhone 6S my work just gave me to replace my other phone. The camera's not that great, in my humble opinion. I have a headache. I need to get some new print, small, yellow, effective. I'm gonna do a whole skit like that. I thought about doing that. Now just bite it first. I think you're right. Then I can cut it over. Let's take a look. Oh, my. If you are not willing to jump to the camera right now, I don't know what's wrong with you. All right, I am going to put it back in for a few more seconds because now the oil has dripped down. I just want to get this to crisp up a little bit. got a minute. I'll set it for 2 because I don't know where in that minute it is. If it's like 30 seconds or a minute and 30. It's gonna be good. Yeah, if you notice, I think in all my videos I'm always burning my mouth. Who can wait, you know? When I go over my parents and they barbecue, my father does the barbecue and he's got the, you know, the Weber charcoal grill. He cooks everything and then puts them in these insulated containers and then he brings them in. That, you know, that's old school. I know friends, old school parents, they do the same thing. But I'll tell you, I just eat them right off. That's it. I go to a place there. You see that? All right. Now, this is going to be like the problem here. I think I got 4 toothpicks in each. Yeah. Hoping you could see that. My hand's probably blocking it. Ah. Woo. Just washing my hands quick. I know what's the point, right? And I have to do the picture I have to do because I need to post this, and what better way to do it? So you're going to see a camera in your face probably right about now, and when you tap on the dark spots it's supposed to brighten up a little bit, but it does not do that, so sometimes I have to just stick it under the light. If I would just pull the lights, I have some new lights I want to review, and I've had them in the box for God knows how long, and I just haven't gotten around to it. So let's get this one in here. See that there? And get the other one in there. Sorry, this the clip on this is loosening up again. I have to retighten it. Dan, you retracted something on me. I don't know if I can live not knowing what you said. Or were you in another chat window? Okay. Let's see. All right, good enough for an iPhone, right? All right, here we go. First thing I need to verify that there are no toothpicks in this. Okay, that's enough time. There you go. Can you get a good look at that? Let me see if it's in focus. Definitely need more light in here, that's for sure. I haven't had this in such a long time. The last time would be when my last video was, and that was like 2 pages ago. And you got me. You got me. Don't forget to unplug your air fryer, folks. See what happened? You got me so, like, I didn't know what to do because I want to cut it and show, and you said just eat it, and I lost my place. You know me better than I know me sometimes. Probably going to be hard to see. All in the name of Safety Dan. Safety Dan. You should Google that. It's a woodworker. One of the guys' name is Safety Dan, like he'll be filling a gas can with smoking a cigarette and stuff like that. That's their side joke, right? But he's a good worker, woodworker. one of these is enough, but like I said, I couldn't fit the rest of them in the Ziploc bag. What was I gonna do? Use another Ziploc bag? Yeah, Janet, they really are. But take the advice given. Freeze that cheese so that you know, it doesn't melt. And the alternative is, I think I did this the one time. Like I said, I put 2 slices of provolone in the bread, and that was my cheese. I just wrapped it in bacon. You could also get thick slices of cheddar and put it in the roll. That way you don't have to cut it open. So it's easier to deal with. It's like whatever, you know, it depends on the cheese you like. If you go to the deli and you have provolone or American cheese, that's what you want, that's what you do. But I think the cheddar and the provolone are good because they got that nice sharpness to it, you know. And yes, it's hot. But I'm doing all I can do to restrain my screams. I think I'll try to post a link some down where below. But you're already watching it now. You might not come back to the video. Christy's cooking channel. She makes a ton of her stuff, and her husband tests it, and 99.44% of the time it's awesome. But she did some I don't know, what's peanut butter spaghetti or something. It was kind of like a challenge thing. He's like, I'll tell you what. Funny bastard. Christy's cooking channel should show up, but if multiple show up, just look for the cartoon. Oops, excuse me. That's why you shouldn't talk with your mouth full. Red-headed cartoon, that's Christy. So, anyone else have any ideas to make this better than it was, impossible as it may seem? It's weird because I'll say something, and I've said this before, and it doesn't come back till about 10 seconds or so later on my tablet, so I don't know if anybody's waiting to say something or everybody's just holding back. I mean, bacon's good on its own, but sweet Italian sausage. What I may do, I've only done this a couple of times. I think what I'm going to do, tell me what you think. I don't know if I'll do it in the crock pot or the stove top. I'm going to make some of my sauce, and then I'm going to boil some of the sausages so they get partially cooked. Slice them up into thin pieces, not thin, maybe yay. Then cook them the rest of the way in the sauce. And I'll get about a pound of ground beef, cook that up in a pan, drain it, throw that in the sauce, and then put in Mama Monte meatballs. So you have a meat sausage sauce with meatballs, and then with chicken parm, and I'll make some of my cheesy spicy garlic bread and pasta. Oh, I don't know. Could you guys deal with like a 2-3 hour podcast on something like that? I don't know. That'd be tough. Excuse me. Yeah, you could. My wife's 5'4", but that's about it. Dan, I don't know if you were on yet. One of the first things I said was something like, I wish I liked peppers and onions more than I do. I started to eat it more, just a little bit, not just started eating a little bit. But grill up some peppers and onions on the stove, slap that on top of there. It sounds good to me, and I don't eat peppers and onions like that. Donna might be 5, 6, and 3-inch heels, but it's a channel rated red. It's like an outdoor channel, but once in a while they have models on doing stuff like doing builds and stuff, and that's what they do. They get you to pay attention to the model, not what they're building. So even if the food doesn't come out right, you're like, huh, what food, On to number 2. So I think what I'm going to do, Dan, next time I make this, maybe I'll do it live, and I'll do some peppers and onions just to see how it tastes. I may like it. It's like one of those things is I do not like mushrooms. Don't like them. But if they're in a pizza that has sausage, pepperoni, and bacon, you don't notice it. You know what I mean? Take a look at that sandwich. How awesome that looks. All right. Well, once again, I really appreciate the audience I've been getting from these live streams. I know editing videos take a lot of work. I don't know how some people do it with their busy schedule, other than paying someone else to do it. But like I said, I like the live. There's no editing involved, but they're long. That's the only drawback to live. And you'll see my mistakes. And I show you my mistakes anyways, and I tell you my mistakes. I like editing because I like to get that 6 to 20 minute window in there, or less, 6 to 15 maybe. But anyway, yeah. So I really appreciate everybody joining me. I really appreciate the fact that you all supported me and come on live. Please take a look at my giveaway. If it interests you, just sign up for the giveaway. I'm going to be doing that in about a month's time, do the drawing. You have to be a subscriber. That's why I'm waiting 30 days. So if you're not a subscriber, subscribe today. So thank you very much. If you like this video, please give me a thumbs up. Please consider subscribing. Hit the notification bell so you know when I put out new videos. And I'll see you on the next one. Thanks a lot. Ridiculous. Thank you, Janet. Take care. Hope to see you on the next one. Dan and Jack. Jack, I'll see you at Alter Ego later. My gadget, Crystal's gone. And I know there was one other, Crystal Butcher. I don't know if he's there. And Tony, I don't know if you're still there. I'll hang on another few minutes while I finish up my sandwich here. Make sure you pass along your suggestions. Put it in the comments when the videos we publish too. Yeah, that's what I figured it was. I just didn't want to say it out loud. Yeah, I'll have to see if it's available on. I canceled my Netflix. It's $10 a month. Oh no, now it's like 11, 12. They keep raising the prices, and I use it once every 2 months, 3 months. It wasn't worth it to me. So I'll have to figure out what I'm going to do. I hear with YouTube Red, for instance, although it's a little different. If you sign up, you can give like your membership to a couple of people. And my brother got that, so I want to see if he'll pass that down. I passed my Amazon membership on to him. you know, as him as in the group. So I need to watch all the other ones. Like I said, I don't like spending the money at the movie theaters unless I really want to see the movie. I think the last couple I saw at the movie theaters was The Judge with Robert Downey Jr. and maybe one of the last Transformer movies. Not the two latest with Mark Wahlberg, but the one before that. I forget what it was called. And not the last Fast and the Furious, the one before that. I think I saw in the theaters. We have a Jordan's Furniture here, which has an IMAX theater in it, so that's a good choice too. But they force you to walk through the entire store to get to the movie theater. So I got rid of my Verizon Fios cable boxes because they were junk and they were always causing me problems. So I got my own TiVo box, and rental for the 3 cable boxes from Verizon was like $650 a year. I bought my TiVo box, upgraded the drive in it. There was a TiVo Bolt, and then bought 2 satellites. And yeah, it did cost me $550, but guess what? I don't pay for cable boxes anymore. There is the $150 fee a year, but it's now $450 cheaper a year. So I have to use any of the, I guess if I rented it through Amazon service, you know, I could probably do that because I do have Prime. I really wish Prime would step it up with movies. They never have the movie you want for free. It's always pay $13 or something stupid. Yeah, I think that's the way it is for ours as well. Um, I'm trying to think. The original Jordans in South Mass. I used to go out that way, but it used to be Mom Motion Odyssey movie. That's now an IMAX. Well, it's been an IMAX for a while, but that's the other one. But it was at an Avon, I think. I have a pretty nice setup downstairs, 7.1 surround. But when I used to have the day off, I would go downstairs, blast it, watch it, be awesome. Donna now works from home, she works downstairs, so I can't even use that space anymore because obviously she'll be home. Yeah, Avon. That's. Okay, I'm going to show you the last couple of bites before I sign off. There you go.